Like I use the analogy of climbing up to Mount Everest and you're kind of 1 foot from the summit and somebody kind of kicks you down the hill and you say, I gotta go climb that thing again. That's what it feels like. Probably better at being quiet and because if I sit in the room, like we just had a draft meeting and I present my thoughts first, it's very hard for you, if you work for me, to negate my thoughts, right? So just listening and letting people express their views and just shutting up and being very careful in the room to try to persuade anybody. When it comes down to it, we gotta have that conversation, but that conversation is 8 or 9 days away. I don't want them to follow me because I'm their boss, so to speak. I want them to do what they believe, and the less I talk, the more freedom it gives them to speak. So I think you learn as you are further along that less is more. There will be a time where I have to speak more than them in the room, and that's probably 10 days away. But right now, I'd rather just listen and let them speak and give them the encouragement to do it. A clear head sometimes requires freeing your mind and just saying, like, let's just wait, let's just see, let's just process. That's probably the hardest thing to do, because as human beings, I would like to know right now exactly if we're going to make a trade, what we're doing, where we're doing it, why. It just doesn't work like that. It's too fluid. And again, like I said, there's some players we haven't even seen come in our gym yet that we might draft. We want to see them work out. Winning a championship in any sport, the best thing it does isn't a ring or I don't know what people like about it, but it's the relationships. It's for fans to remember, I remember who I was with watching that game, or I was watching it with my dad, or I was watching it with my wife, or my son, or my daughter. Same with us. I mean, I remember who you do it with. And I picture reunions with you and everybody, and maybe we're still doing this, maybe we're doing something else. But those 15-year, 20, those are going to be pretty unbelievable. And that's what's exciting. That's what's fun, because those bonds that are created in winning don't break. And how many things in your life don't exist in your college degree, hopefully your marriage, things like that, but professional success that you can kind of relive, that's just so hard to find.
I know your job is hard, and I know right now it's really stressful. What do you really enjoy about your job?
People I work with. They don't have to agree with me, but I value them, I like them, I respect them. And you win, just like a player, just like people that have jobs, you win and lose with your group. And you celebrate success, you kind of bemoan failure, but that's it. Because I wouldn't, picturing doing this in my office by myself, that's not fun. I don't think you're even be good at it. So it's the people that you get to see every day. I think that's what we all like in life. It's the human beings of it. It's not where you are, it's who you're with, and that's the same way I feel about our group.
We're blessed, actually, and you cherish this, because we've had these 3 great players, and the Stephen Curry, who's as genuine as anyone I've ever met. You've got the passion and the intelligence of Draymond and the personality of Clay. We could be Warrior fans for the next 200 years and not see a trio like that. It's really, really, really special.
Yeah, and I think that's not. I hope you feel like you get to know these guys. It's rare to watch the same player. You may never get it again. You're less likely to have 3 guys that good play together for 8 or 9 years. I would bet you won't. That will not happen again. So I treasure it, because that's what matters to me, is the people. If guys come in here, they're here 1 year, 2 years, it takes longer than that, in my opinion, to really get to know somebody. So to have had the good fortune of watching those guys not only win, but get to know them as people and players, I don't take that for granted. And clearly the fact, again, that they've been able to give such pleasure to our fans and me. But I think about that and think about trying that again and how hard it is. And if you look at any team in the league, how many, even one player stays anywhere much longer than a few years now. So I know fans appreciate it, and you should, and we're hoping we can keep it going for as long as we can.